Salutations, my name's Kartosael and welcome to a new series featuring cities Skylines, which, much unlike SimCity, we will be playing in tandem with Gizrah.
Hello.
Yes, we are back together, building more cities and whatnot.
So there's no divorce?
Yet. So I guess let's just start up a new game then.
Let's do that. New game.
So first thing we do is select a land on which to build, and there are several things to look out for when doing so.
Yes, there are.
Yes.
As you can see in the top left, there's the natural resources and water. On the right of that, outside connections. All very important, but I think, as far as I can see, they all have the same outside connections. And below that is the suitable area for building.
Some do not have a connection to the sea.
They don't?
2 rivers to be exact. It's the only one.
Ah yeah, there's a big red cross through it, which I did see, but I was kind of expecting the icon to disappear, so yeah.
And no green arrows.
So the suitable building area, that's if you've played Cities XL or XL Platinum or XXL or whatever, it's the same game. Like literally the same game. That also has a suitable area for building percentage, which comes from there. Which is totally different from SimCity, in where you just kind of have to guess.
Yeah.
The natural resources are oil, ore, fertile land and forest, and once you get into it you can select different districts and select what kind of industry you want at certain places.
Yes, but that's something we'll get into later when that arises. Another nifty little function they have is you can actually activate left-hand traffic.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny. Though I do live where there is right-hand traffic, so I'll just stick to that.
Me too, of course. But from all the ones we have available to us, you can see there's kind of a progression in it, I think. Well, at least in some of them. Islands, shady strands, and 2 rivers. 2 rivers has the most resources in total. But at the last 3, is that the temperate or the boreal or...
Boreal climate. There are 3 climates. First 3 are temperate, second 3 are tropic, and the last 3 are boreal.
But you can clearly see that the last one has the most resources, the most water, but also the least amount of suitable area for building. And we were thinking about going boreal.
Yes, Diamond Coast to be specific, because it has a lot of land, quite frankly. That is the main reason.
Apparently the Hunter Primal has made an update. Maybe I should set Steam to offline mode.
Yes, perhaps we should.
But then it won't count towards the hours we've played. So no, I'll keep it online, who cares. Anyway. We were going for Diamond Coast. Goodbye, cat. It was nice having you. Now my lap's all cold. Oh. So Diamond Coast it is. Shall we start up our maps?
Yeah, still thinking about the city name.
Crap.
What?
Oh well, it doesn't take too long to load, so I'll just return to the main menu. Yeah, I kind of forgot about the name.
Wow.
I'll just call this Plank Woods.
Plank Woods?
With CK.
Ooh.
It's kind of like Seaford Falls, but different.
It's a pretty constant you have there then.
Yes. Yes it is. Yeah, I have a name.
Woo! So you have Plank Woods?
Yes I do.
Now I have Kartonia.
Suddenly you have new Tales of Kartonia.
Indeed.
I hope my city is as constant as its name suggests.
So say we all.
There we go. Hello. Go away. I've already read all of you, so I'm not gonna do that. First things up. Chirper. Chirper is fun.
Yeah.
It's the in-game Twitter, and it's also if you look at the eyes, it's cute. Well, first thing you'll notice, it's bigger, better. Build roads. Let's pause. Pause the game by pressing space.
Shall we
Okay.
go into our own secluded little worlds?
Yeah, let's just review the lands first a little
We
bit.
can do that. We do not have a lot of tools to review with, though.
Not yet, no. We'll get to that at a later point. You can see the light green blots. Those are fertile lands. You can see the dark green blots. Those are forests, actually.
Hmm.
And then there's also natural resources. I think that's the gray stuff you see near the mountains.
Grey stuff near the mountains. But
Yeah, you can
isn't
clearly
that just
see-
rock?
Yeah, I don't think so, actually.
Oh, that grey stuff. No, that might be all.
No, thank you.
What?
That gray stuff near the mountain, isn't that just rock? Yes, actually, that's just rock, what you had in mind. But not the stuff I had in mind.
Obviously. No, I think I know what you mean.
The darker colored grass.
Yeah.
Green.
I was looking at the wrong mountains.
That doesn't help. The Lonely Mountain.
Kind of, I suppose.
There's a sunset somewhere. Sunrise.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Look at this beach. You beach.
So, ways away.
Yeah. Most suns are.
I was actually referring to the beach, but...
I know.
Oh, you scallywag.
Yes, but let's go single player.
Yeah.
Alright, see you there.
Indeed. And we are now on our own. So this is the first time that this game goes up on this channel. So there will be some brief explanatory stuff. Then most of it will be throughout the game as we progress. So yeah, we have this one plot. I am going to shove it. No, I'm not going to shove it. I am going to compare it to SimCity quite a bit, because while this series is going to be like a spiritual successor to the SimCity series, and inside SimCity I have always kind of been bad-mouthing it, so it's fair if I, somewhat compare it to what we have here. So first off, the interface is somewhat different. And yeah, we have this one plot of land. You might think, well, it's a bit bigger than SimCity, but so what? Well, you see this button. Ta-da! I'm not quite sure what area of this region we can eventually buy out, but this is just the starter plot. We can get more plots as our city grows. So we cannot have the entire map unless you mod it, which we haven't done. Which means that between Gizrah and I, one of the main differences is going to be where are we going to expand to and why. But as any city builder game, you start off with a road. Now you do not have all roads available to you yet. As you can see, there are quite a few. Single lane, double lane, triple lane, highway. Intersections for highway. I found a sound bug. Great. So another thing this game has, these are highways by the way, is one-way traffic. This only goes that way, that only goes that way. But let's start off by creating a road. As you can see, there's a little blue thingamajigger. Let's first just connect those two. Yes, I know, it's a scientific term, thingamajigger. That's actually your grid for how far you can build. Now I need some degree of planning here. And destroying stuff actually refunds money. Who'd have thought? Huh. So let's get you over here. I don't know, just doing stuff. Can I connect you? I can. There we go. It's not ideal, but it is the only road we have. And stop giving me the helpful hints. Can I turn those off? Options, gameplay. Oh dear. No, this is key mapping. This is not the same. Miscellaneous. Tutorial messages. Goodbye. Thank you. Now, that's solved. We're placing roads. Toggle snapping. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that existed. Oops. You have a straight road, curved road, freeform road, and upgrade. That makes sense, right? Kind of. So if you press this, press upgrade, you can say, I want to upgrade this road, and woo, we can do that. So we can also downgrade it like so. This might be useful to upgrade. There we go. And this grey out area, kind of, this grid, is where stuff actually gets built. So that's pretty important. Now let's extend this road a bit. I wanted to encompass this dark green area. And you can go this way, I suppose. Yeah, something like that. Of course, we need to start with our standard 3 desires in the city: residential, commercial, industrial. So what I like to do is create what's called a feeder road. So you do it like that. I can make it deeper. Pretty big road. And branch off from there. Make sure we maximize the amount of terrain. Make sure there are no gaps within the grid. These are the roads I will actually allow construction on. And we're almost there. It's a bit tricky getting that aiming right. Yeah, I need that to extend one more. Like so. I hope. Nope, that was one too far. I'm so glad you get refunds. There we go. So this is one side of the road. Now there's several ways you can start zoning this. You have like 4 buttons. You have to fill in, which is pretty clear what it does. Big brush, tiny brush, and the marquee, I believe it's called. Yeah, this is just a drag and drop, and anything within that area is zoned. As you can see, I am deliberately not zoning this part because, well, I do not want it to build on this road. And I want this to be commercial. And quite frankly, I want this to be commercial too. It might be more commercial than we need, but whatever. Next stop, of course, is the industrial park. Let's kind of move it like so. Because that will make it quite easy to access these resources once we are allowed to. Because starting off, you're not allowed to do that just yet. And how we unlock things will become apparent rather quickly. So let's not go overboard with the amount of industrial terrain. Start off small. Yeah, this is probably more zoning than required. Because they do not grow beyond 4 of those little, I don't know if they're called grids or cells. One of them. So, next up, power. There are several, actually there are 2 solutions early game. You have the coal power plant. Which, yeah, it costs a bit, but it produces quite a substantial amount of power. And unlike SimCity, you do not need to import coal. And you have the windmill. And now you suddenly see all this coloration. Now what's that all about? The darker the color, the more efficient your windmill. So has a max of 8 megawatt output. If I put it here, it will only have an output of 5. Here, 3. You do not want to place it here. So if I go this way, suddenly it turns all the way up to 8. So if you have a proper setup or proper landscape like I have here, this is a good place to use wind power. So let's just plump on down. As you can see, there's another ring. The little green ring is just a collision box for this windmill, so nothing inside that green ring can be placed. And we have a big orange ring, which is noise pollution. Something that wasn't in SimCity. Your people do not like to be around very loud noises. Figure that. So placing a windmill in the middle of your suburban area is not appreciated at all. Now, unlike SimCity, well, the new SimCity that is, we actually have to place down power lines. This little blue area is powered, so I can take this as a starting point. Let's keep it somewhat straight and narrow. But now, let's get a top-down view. Something like this. And that. And I do hope that shall provide them with power. Let's actually start up the time. Or maybe not. I might need to branch off into these. Usually that's not too hard. Like so. Yeah. So that should provide both my districts with power. I'm calling them districts, but that's not really that. I could connect these two for redundancy, but no. Next up, water. We can place down a water pump. Just pump up groundwater. Doesn't produce that much water though. 60,000 cubic meters a week. Whereas this one does double. However, well, as you can place this anywhere, as long as you do not put it in a very polluted area, this actually requires water. Imagine that. So we have to put it somewhere here. And go out of the screen and show me the info. There is actually a flow to the water. It flows in a certain direction. In this case, it flows from here to here. However, you can see that the flow rate of the water here is very low. Now, is that important? For several things, yes. For this guy, actually not so much. So we can just plump it down there, no problem. We also have to shove out sewage, much like SimCity. This also requires water. However, if I put it right next to my water pump, of course that's going to be a bad idea. Because everybody will be drinking poopy water and nobody really wants to do that. So what we do is we place it downstream. I do not know if the stream is strong enough to carry away the poopy water. It's more of a hope, to be honest. But that's what we will hope for. Those two need to be connected. Well, not directly, but they both need to be connected to the water piping service system. And it's not necessarily tied to a grid, which is both happy news and not so happy news, because I like it when stuff is tied to a grid. However, it gives you a bit more freedom. This side is significantly wider. So you need to make sure everything is covered. As least redundant as possible. It's not like your base is going to be attacked by an alien force, as far as I know. So we have a water pump upstream, hopefully. Sewage pipe downstream. If this does not carry away the water soon enough and it starts to creep upstream, we are going to have to switch to ground towers. So let's start the time. And we can see here this chirper Gizrah was also talking about, giving us the local news. Like, yay, we have power. Or, hooray, the water pumping station has been constructed. Fresh water, major rocks. Because, you know, when you read something like that, you have to do it in city voice, otherwise you're just doing it wrong. And it gives me an excuse to use a city voice. There is that, mostly. Yeah, you can go now. So we see here, our buildings are slowly building up. And they require power. You bunch of whiners. You lie. You lie. Alright, maybe they do not lie. Why don't they lie? Oh, really? Really, you want to play it like that? So it's, as you can see, they need to be in the blue area to power it. And it's only just shy. That is quite a pain. Will this do? I think it does. It should. The same goes over here. Put you down. Put you down. Yeah, that works. Start the time. These towers need to get connected, and look at that, no power problems anymore. And as they build, they increase the size of the power net. Marvelous. By the way, this is our money, these are our expenses. I have seen other people play this. I found it extremely difficult to read this little figure here. So right now it's at minus 1097. I will read it every now and then, whenever I subconsciously look at it. Actually, when I consciously look at it. English. We have new roads yet? Yeah, we have one-way roads. And because, yeah, I hit my scroll wheel. And because these are one-way roads, let's make these one-way roads as well. Now, we cannot upgrade this. Why not? Because this is a two-way road. If you want to upgrade it to a one-way road, how would the game know which direction this road has to take? So you have to demolish them. And you start here and go there. That way it knows, hey, it goes into this direction. If I was to do the same over here, we suddenly have an enormous problem. The fact that this road is now connected, but this goes that way. And this goes this way. So, in fact, it's not connected at all. Now it is. So, one-way roads are quite marvelous, but they're also quite difficult. Well, not difficult per se, just need to keep your wits about you when you use them. We have towns. And where does my industry go? You can build now. Really? You are welcome to build here. Well, whatever. We have plenty of power. Kind of. Plenty of water. Sewage is not operational. Oh, right. Power. So, same goes here. From one blue box to the other. Now, pump that poop. Like you mean it. There we go. And it's not actually pumping yet. I guess it starts pumping as soon as there's something to actually, you know, pump. And this symbol is annoying me. There we go. Yeah, that one I don't care much about. And why are you complaining about power? Oh, because... Well, as soon as this guy's finished, it should connect the all... Oh, look at that. So these buildings, they have levels. It's shown here. The higher the levels, the more tax they pay, the more residents they can keep, or in case of factories, the more jobs they can provide, and stuff like that. How do you increase the level? Well, providing services like parks and hospital and school and all that useless stuff that nobody really wants, but everybody asks for anyway. Thankfully, we do not have that yet. Well, thankfully. Not necessarily thankfully. But whatever. Yes, the quiet hours. Build. And you can see them actually coming in from the highways. Nice. Scientists research possibilities of using cooking oil as fuel. Food enthusiasts afraid development might endanger delicious meals, food or fuel. Right. Of course, most of the time those messages are gibberish. And we have some information panels available to us. We have the power, the water, happiness, which is pretty crummy, the wind, and the traffic. That's already pretty trafficky. Oh, granted, it's a one-way thingamajig. Can I upgrade you? Or is that not enough space? Yeah, that will not be enough space. Maybe once I have access to actual highways, I can upgrade them like that. But that's of much later worry. So what do you want me to provide you with? Housing. Ugh. Always housing. So let's extend you by one more. So you are kind of cutting into the fertile lands here, which I'm not too happy about. But oh well. Let's be down back to 1. And make another one of these. Yes, I just thought of this method on the spot. It's not ideal for connectivity with services and such, but it helps with the traffic. Because people who want to go home over here, they could just technically have a straight drive all the way over there. Why do you not have power? That's just rubbish. Unless I'm already consuming more power than I'm producing. Yep. Oh dear. I cannot help you with that, dear sir. So let's add more power consuming stuff. Stuff is a very scientific terminology. I mean, yeah. In the lab we use it all the time. Actually we don't. And nope, nope. Bad. Right clicking actually deletes zoning. And yeah, oh bother, I did it again. No. I'm very good at video games, really. And you can see it's already starting to pollute a lot. I do want industrial over here. Which is kind of a blackout again. Yeah, I know. Pay your taxes, you know. Oh, right. They need water. Now, this is a question of conscience. Shall I give them water? Because that will reduce the amount of... will increase the amount of time until I can get the power up and running. Wow, that's expensive. Yeah, that's bothersome. I might need to already take out a loan. Can I? I cannot. Can't even adjust my taxes. Yeah. You're not too mad, are you? Nah, you're pretty happy. There we go. A milestone. We are now a little hamlet after we reached a population of 500. So every certain milestones of population, you upgrade your city with various benefits, like being able to raise or differentiate taxes, take out loans. We now have access to these 3 tabs down here. And we have the elementary school, the medical clinic and the landfill site available to us. No, I want, and we get a nice sum of money, which is pretty much what we needed the most, to be quite honest. How close can I get you? Pretty close still. There you go. Should increase, that should double the power. There we go. And nice next to each other. Sometimes a bit annoying, you cannot put things on the grid all too easily. Because my eyes wanted to... Oh, this is too far away to pass on the power. It sure is. Maybe a bit more, yeah. Get power. There you go. And we have 15,000 left. But I will save all that just for a new episode. Because we'll have to choose, shall we go for education first? Medical treatment? Or a garbage collector? Actually, you can do a garbage collector and one of those two. But as I said, that will be next episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying this new series. If not, at least give it time. It's just started, you know. And we know we've got that blinking guy. Probably need more commercial. Yeah, let's just do that. There we go. Until next time, my name's Kartosael. Goodbye.